so what happened was I was taking a picture of this kid getting off this platform. Instead of coming off the front, it went off the side. And when it came off, I took a barb into my lung. And I was stuck there. My girlfriend took me off of the barb. As soon as she took me off, I took a breath and all the air came out of the wound. So I knew that my lung was punctured because all the air came out. And so, sorry, that hurts. And we sat there for probably a good half hour, and the locals, we were yelling, ambulance, 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 because in America, ambulances have stuff to save you and help you. They literally can save you, an ambulance, and so in my mind that was the safest way, especially because I couldn't breathe and I'm bleeding out. Lost a lot of blood. And the locals kept saying, no, cab, 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 cab. We take you to the hospital, cab. Either way, I'm American and we don't always listen.
Sure.
So, we went in the ambulance. The ambulance driver was a nightmare. He left the wound open, was annoyed that I was talking. My oxygen levels were at 70 and dropping. Couldn't breathe. My girlfriend grabbed some gauze out of his bag and put it on my wound and held it so that I could breathe. And they drove around for about 45 minutes. And knowing now that the hospital is only 2 miles away from where I was kind of upsets me that it took 45 minutes to get there. And then they took me to this hospital. I had no idea where I was or what hospital I was at. And they said, oh, looked at my wound, I'm bleeding everywhere, I can't breathe, I'm in tears, I don't know what's going on. And said, you pay us and we'll fix it. And I said, okay, I don't know, I don't have a choice. So I gave them my credit card, because that's what I think I'm gonna die, so I pay it. And the doctor excuses me, they run the card to see what they can run it for, and just leaves me. And then finally comes over and the nurse is like, oh, he'll be right with you, he'll be right with you. So they take an x-ray and they say, oh, we can't help you. And I was like, well, where do I go now? They brought in a surgeon. The surgeon had to take a couple more x-rays. And then went in the wound, actually opened it, is excruciating, and said, yes, there's a problem. So he sewed it up, said we're gonna have to put a tube in, put me in an observation room. What he said was an observation room just to watch the tube for a couple days, set me up, and let me be. And I was at this hospital. The staff was great, the staff was really kind. But then, over the night, the administrative staff started calling my family, telling them that I was unconscious, I was in the ICU, that they needed more money immediately or I was going to die. They didn't want to see me die, so they just needed to send money. No explanation of why I was unconscious or anything. So my family freaked out, got on planes, and came down here. Meanwhile, I was not unconscious. I was fully alert, speaking to you like I'm speaking to you now, or speaking to them like I'm speaking to you now. And when my family got there, they were upset, and I asked for a bill. The lady told me, no bill for you. I don't have a bill for you. But when my family asked for a bill, they told them $55,000. My family said, for what? Can you show us? So I finally got a bill. It was $15,000. Very big difference. And so then my family went on the embassy and realized that it was a shutdown hospital and I needed to leave immediately. So they ordered for you guys, well, they called the embassy. The embassy said, this is our hospital we send people to. We need them. You guys sent us an ambulance. And the Federale, I think that's what, the police, yeah, the Federal.
Federal.
Yeah, the
Policía Federal.
That one. Sent them over, and they locked me in a room. And refused to let anybody come in the room with me. Refused to give me any medication, no pain meds, which is it's painful. No pain meds, no water, no medication, no bathroom, no nothing locked because the door locked. And I couldn't get up to hit the green button because I was attached to the wall with the thing. And you can sit, please sit.
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. So, anyhow, the staff, I have to put, staff was great. The staff felt bad. You could see them across because I had a big window that could see them. And you could see they wanted to help me. They were very emotional and very upset about this. And every time they would try to come in, the administration would shoo them away. Shoo, can't come here. So I hear her screaming and yelling right outside my door. I don't know what's going on. And apparently it was your ambulance trying to take me out, and the police saying she could go, and them saying no. This is after they had already gotten their $15,000. It was almost $16,000 for the bill. I said no, we want more. And that's the bill. That's that's what you pay. And they say no, you want her, you give us $40,000 more. Which I don't know anybody that has an extra $40,000 laying around. So, anyways, the embassy got involved, the consulate got involved, the prosecutor came over and said, why is she being held? They refused to let him see me. And finally he said, no, I see her now. And he came in and the lady lied and said that she wasn't holding me against my will, that she didn't trust me to come over to this hospital, that I had this tube that I had to stay on, that I could leave, but the tube had to come out first, that they were keeping the tube. Well, the tube was keeping my lung clear. So I started telling the prosecutor everything that was happening, and she quickly said, yes, she can go. She can go, she can go, she can go. Well, your hospital sent over another ambulance, and I did not know this. I thought that the ambulance that came to got me was your ambulance. It was not. It was their ambulance. They loaded me up so the prosecutor saw that I was going, and he left. As I was in the ambulance, I saw your ambulance come in. And I was very upset because then all of a sudden I didn't know where I was or who I was with. And I don't trust them by this point. And so I was in the ambulance, your ambulance was there, and they stopped it. They stopped it. They stopped the ambulance, and they said 10,000 more, or she can't go. And I'm in the ambulance, stuck, can't go anywhere. I have oxygen, no nothing else. I haven't had pain medicine to help the pain for 12 hours at this point. I'm crying, I'm in a lot of pain, I can't breathe. The oxygen isn't working, it's not AC, so it's hot. So I can't breathe because of the heat, can't breathe because of the pain. I see your ambulance is out there fighting to get me out, and they're telling them no, no, no. So finally, the gentleman that just walked in, gave them $10,000 more to let me go. And then we came here, and thank goodness, I arrived and was greeted with three doctors. They were very kind. I was hysterical because I had been through a very traumatic experience. I was crying, I was in a lot of pain. First thing they did was got me out of pain so I could breathe, which was, at that point, godsend. Got me in a CAT scan to figure out what was going on. Held my hand, comforted me, told me that everything was going to be okay, that I was going to be okay, that it's over, that the trauma is over, that they're not going to hold me hostage, that I'm going to be okay and I'm going to get help. Brought me over. It just was great service. The minute that I walked in, they just assessed that I needed pain management, because I don't know if you've ever had something stuck. The tube was this long, first of all. The staff here, they got me out of pain, got me comfortable, told me what was going on, didn't lie to my family, didn't lie to me, showed me, said, hey, this is how it is. The nurses were very attentive. They made sure I had everything I needed. They were very kind. They reassured me that everything was going to be okay. Because at this point, I'm kind of like a wounded dog. I'm scared. I don't trust anybody. I don't. But they were very reassuring. They've come in every day. They've asked me if I needed anything. They've got me water. They got me a thicker blanket. That's all I wanted. It's just a thick blanket. I mean, it's the little things that really make a difference. And now here I am a couple days later, and I'm up and I'm happy. I look different. I look like a better person. I have color in my face. I am much better. They pulled the tube out. They were very kind when they pulled the tube out. When the tube was put in, there was no anesthetic. No anesthetic, no, they just jammed it in there. And I don't know, again, how you know, but it's painful. It's very painful. And so when they were here, they made sure before they did, I was like, just take it out. I'm so done with it. And they were like, no, we're going to get you pain meds so that it's at least not as bad. They spoke to me very softly. They were very kind, very nice. Told me this is how we're going to do it. Then when it was out, they were like, it's out, it's out, it's out, it's out, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And so it was a much different experience, and I'm glad the embassy sent me here. Because the embassy was the one that said, this is where you go. So it was much better, and I'm happy now to be going out of a